he passed away and nobody made any big deals about Uncle Morris in particular.
Well, it was a big shock to everybody to begin with.
Well, they always thought he was the big shot. He couldn't write. He could only sign his name with an X.
I know it.
Who?
Well, he was a bullshitter, that's
Who?
it. Uncle Morris.
My Uncle Morris.
Did anybody like Uncle Morris?
No,
I like him.
I didn't care.
Hey, if it wasn't for him, we
You wouldn't have been over
might,
here.
we might not be talking in America.
Right,
So
That's right.
he could be
You might
bad,
not be
he could be
talking.
bad and he could be good.
Right.
yeah,
He got you here?
Well, he helped
yeah.
because he was probably the only one that really had any
But then
real
it
money
sounds
at
like,
that time.
but then it sounds like he abused everybody once he brought him over here.
He abused my father.
Well, you don't have to be a
Well,
good,
he
you know,
did
you can do
use
good
them.
deeds and still be a bad guy.
True,
So
that's true. You can have,
he,
Oh, yeah, of course.
he did a good deed. He may have been not a great character, but he did
Huh.
a good deed.
Yeah.
So, and
I didn't like the way
I think
he
Bobby
got rid of
forgave
my
him.
father in the business.
She told me she did.
But I
She
didn't
did.
like.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way he just
Family is
went
still
about it.
family.
Of
He
course,
told him to
because
pick up
she
his
re-
ass
she
and
real-
move.
She realized
I mean,
that,
that's-
you know, he did
You put
something
in
good.
20 years
May have
and you
been-
tell him somebody
may
else
have
Maybe
been
did out.
influenced
Yeah,
by
it may have
his
been
wife,
bad to
who
my
knows?
father, but, you know.
Well, it bad. When
You don't know
hurt
what
my
changes
father,
a
you hurt
person
me.
overnight.
I couldn't forgive him. I couldn't forgive him.
how was he when your dad died?
I beg pardon?
How was he to the family after your dad died?
Well, no one spoke to him for
Nobody
15
spoke to
years.
him.
No.
It was a
Which is-
long time before
Yeah,
my
it's,
mother
it's terrible.
would say
15
anything
years.
to him.
Yeah.
Because she figured he was basically responsible for him to have the heart attack.
Yes, sir.
He was really, you know, he threw him out of a business. You hurt him. So she didn't forgive him for many, many years. And even then, it was hello and goodbye.
Hmm.
You know.
You know, there's a big difference.
hubby.
Can't blame her.
When we grew up,
You
we
can't
knew
blame
all
her
our
for that.
cousins.
He
We
said
had
you
all these
can't
parties,
blame
you know,
her.
Kip
No.
was,
Feel
and
badly.
the bar mitzvahs and all that, and we'd have close to 100 people when growing up.
Oh, sure.
So everybody knew everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, nobody knows anyone.
No, I
Now,
wouldn't
the
know
question
why.
I ask is why?
Why?
And I can
Because you
answer
ain't-
it myself, I have to, because we needed each other in those days. Because every time there was a Sunday, if I didn't work, we went visiting their cousins and everything. So there was a close tie. Today that doesn't, it's all gone. It's dead, and you ask your question, why? That's the big question you should say. Why is it the kids and the family don't know anyone? I mean, you're interested because you're a first generation, but the second don't, and the third don't.
Forget it.
That's what I'm saying.
The world has changed, Morris,
Because
in every
everybody is
aspect,
in an
unfortunately
ego
and
state.
fortunately.
It's just themselves. They've isolated themselves.
It's because
So
of-
you're coming.
Well,
into the
geographically,
picture.
we've all
You're
moved.
coming
I
into
mean,
the
we're
picture
in
now
different
with
geographic
this idea.
locations. I
Now we
mean,
got some background here.
you know,
You don't need each other
Because
that much.
You
your
know-
kids don't know me.
Hmm?
Your kids don't know me.
let me tell you, Morris.
Nope.
If you all,
Let me bring-
but everybody
They know
came in
you.
with the same issues, the same problems.
They know you as the crazy brother.
No, that's bullshit.
That is true, though. I will admit, my kids do know you. They
No,
they don't know you.
I know them when they were this size.
Yeah, no, Morris. They've seen you as grown adults. They've talked to you. My father's 90th birthday party. They
Right.
talked to you then. It's only 3 years ago.
Look.
They know of you, but my father is right. They know, he describes you sometimes as the crazy brother.
Here's what I said. We always had cousins meeting cousins.
Right.
We'd meet in Molly's house, remember?
Yeah.
And there'd be 100 people there, and they'd have a gathering where all the kids would come together, okay? Molly was one of the features in that. But then we don't know her kids either. Nobody knows anyone.
Well,
That's the
because
problem.
all the kids, listen.
That's the problem. And it's not
Morris,
just, it's not just our
all
family,
all
I'm just saying.
Morris.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Boris, all the kids go their own way.
They just.
You
I'm
Eugene.
not arguing that
He
point.
knows that, he's just
But
saying
the
he
point
doesn't know
is-
why.
It is, well,
It
it's,
can be set up, whether you like it or not, where people get to know who they are and what they are.
well, there are plenty of families in the world too that are the opposite, who are still, just like you talk about as young kids. There's, I have friends who are families
You're
like
doing
that.
this for their,
It depends
you're
on
doing
I
this.
think it's the
dynamics.
minority.
Kenny, you're
Yeah.
doing it for
That's
this
not the
sake,
majority
right?
of
You're
people.
doing it, I'm talking about it, you're already doing it,
Right.
and he's doing it naturally. So the question is not asking us, I'd be asking you why, not ask us, okay? Why? Because you still have a connection. The rest, there's no connection.
Right.
It's dead.
Yeah, but it's, I'm
That's
Morris,
what the
I'm gonna,
bottom line is.
but you know,
Right.
Your brother's a nice guy, I love him, but he's not interested in any family. I'm just bringing a point on. He's a self-enclosed person, okay? All right, but his kid is interesting, because I'm friendly with his son and his wife, but he's not, okay? So the point is, you have to find the people like yourself that want to perpetuate.
But,
A
so,
tradition.
in your own question, why in one intricate family between 4 people
Yeah.
is one son one way and the other son is totally
That's a
opposite?
good
So,
question.
well, it's the same question, just expand it into the whole Rothman group and then expand it, well, so it's the
There's
same,
no question
there's
about
no
it.
answer to it. I asked him many times, wasn't he really adopted? And, you know, we know he wasn't,
Well,
but
that's
there's
what
no,
it's all
there's no
about.
anscer to him.
And I'll tell you, he had his group
Was
My
it
growing up.
brother.
He had
Was
his
he
friends.
adopted?
I've asked my father several times to tell me the truth.
What?
That my
Georgie-
brother really was adopted. He really wasn't. Really my
your
brother.
brother.
Georgie had his,
Yeah. He just asked why families do it. So I just explained in no family unit, where it's totally like a capsule. And okay, so I asked my father
I'm gonna
numerous
bring a
times if
point
he
out.
really was adopted.
I'm
And
gonna
that's what I
bring a
tell
point
him.
on, Georgie had
I'm
his
serious.
friends.
Maybe it was you.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah.
why he won't tell me.
Listen to this, Georgie had his friends, the Yavna group, 15 to 20 kids. I don't know if Davey
Very
hooked up,
interesting.
Davey did not get involved to my knowledge with any groups.
Nope.
I was very effective with the ACA. It was something that the Jewish people were involved with, not just family.
But that's another thing where how many the AZA still exists, I do believe.
Yeah,
And
to some extent.
But to how many Jewish guys,
Yeah,
Belongs to.
separate, pull the Jews out,
Yeah.
still belong to that only?
it's gone.
No, it's
ACA
gone.
is gone, B'nai B'rith's gone, everything's gone.
Everything's gone. I mean, it's still there.
No,
It's
it
still
ain't.
there.
No, it is still there. But the minority of people they get now, the rest of the group. My son hangs out with eight guys that is still eight, and then they have another group. When they go away, it's 30 people. It's ridiculous between the girls and the guys, and half of them are probably 3/4 of them are not Jewish.
Yeah,
And you know what? It's not important to him
I
at
know.
all.
I know
Okay?
Well, why
To-
should it be?
Why, the
Well,
right.
What difference does it
It
make?
doesn't, but then you switch to, you know, when you come to who you're gonna marry, it still matters to me who they marry. To me it does.
Does?
To them, yeah. To them it doesn't.
I don't think.
And that's fine for them. But my generation is also going, because they're at the point where it doesn't matter.
Can I
I
tell
don't think
you,
it should matter.
your
Well,
generation,
everybody's different.
It's the person that counts, not the religion.
your
Well,
generation
What good is
not
marrying
Jewish
somebody in
anymore.
your own
Because
religion
I-
if you're not happy and who your partner is?
True, but I
Who
think
knows why?
there's more of a chance of being happy coming from the same background or the same religion.
That's right.
I mean, that's my opinion. I
Yeah.
mean,
And I agree
you
with
know,
that.
everybody's different.
I do agree
That
with
could
that.
be, but I think
I
the
do
the
agree.
I mean, that's how I
person-
felt, you
Yeah.
know, I wasn't gonna marry anybody who wasn't Jewish.
Right.
I dated plenty of them, and that was fine, but down deep, it was it was because the love of my parents. I know my mother would freak out. She did freak out when I was dating somebody that wasn't Jewish. So that was out of respect to my parents as well as what I was brought up to learn. but that's just my own opinion. I mean, everybody, you know, can
Yeah, right.
do whatever they want.
Well,
That's how, but I wish my kids would feel the same way I do, but I don't